Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for practicing together here with me today. Let your palms rest on your lap, and if you want, you can close your eyes gently or bring your eyelids down and take a few breaths just to get more acquainted with your seat and release your leg bones onto your support, your mat, anything that is beneath you. And see if with the few breathing cycles you're taking, you can ground a little more and feel stable. Invite the back of your pelvis, the back of your chest, and the back of your head to line up. Imagining you have a wall behind you and you're leaning onto that wall and you can feel the wall in those 3 points. And that support behind you helps you create length from the base of your pelvic floor up to the crown of your head, lifting from the base up towards the skies. That lift is also combined with an elegant seat that is soft and easy. And today's word for the practice is acceptance. As you start bringing the attention inward into your own self, moving from the outside sounds, noises, and things happening around you, sit for a moment with the word acceptance. Perhaps just by visualizing the word, there's a memory or something coming up or showing up that you may be resisting in this moment. And acceptance sometimes is psychologically felt or sensed as giving in or giving up. But in the Buddhist tradition, acceptance is not meant in that way or not understood in that way, but it is a way to realize that resistance is a form of clinging. Resistance as a form of clinging. And when we are able to sit, pause, and watch what we are resisting, in that acceptance, we have the opportunity to make space and respond to the situation in a different manner. So it's not a passive acceptance, it's an active form of dealing with the challenges that we all have throughout our days in a specific challenging time in our lives, like this one may very well be, or when we are clinging to past situations, relationships, or any challenges. So if you want, perhaps visualize something that you are resisting and that may be bringing suffering. Can you observe this situation with compassion, with loving awareness, without having to change it or judge it, and give yourself the chance to see it clearly with acceptance, and give you the opportunity to respond from a steady heart. As we bring the palms together and we let them join our spiritual heart, we will enter this practice together with acceptance of our bodies today, our emotions today in this moment, and that acceptance, we use it to walk our practice in a positive way, to make sure we are listening and acting accordingly to the way we want to feel by the end of this journey. Let's open all together in gratitude with the Om sound, inhaling deeply first through the nose, big exhale through your mouth, and then breathing in again. Then when you're ready, let's connect the head down to the hands and the heart, the three together. Releasing the palms into your lap again. When you're ready, lifting the head, open the eyes, and we'll start our practice. Thank you again for being here. Okay, let's start by coming onto our backs. We're going to gradually open our bodies and then move more and more. Coming onto our backs first, take a moment to lie down on your back. Take a deep breath in when you come onto your mat and release your bones down, almost like if you were going to rest here. So let the back of the skull, shoulders, arms, hips, pelvis, legs, all the way down to your feet, just drop. And take these next 2 cycles breathing just to assess the body by scanning from top to bottom and noticing the reality of your body in this very moment. Staying with the breath in the now, and perhaps picking up some tingling, throbbing, pulsing, or tension anywhere that you may find that as a way to gather information for your practice. Now that we are practicing from home and we cannot really see each other physically in the room, this is your opportunity to become your own teacher, being mindful of your practice. Let's slowly bend the knees and bring both knees into the chest and hug them in. You can even bring your arms around your legs, press them into the chest for a moment. And if you want, you can roll a little bit from side to side, just a couple of times, or stay there at the center to start activating more blood flow through the legs and the groins. And with your hands, if you want to catch both your knees, you can slowly start moving the knees out and away from each other, drawing circles to activate the groins, the liver and gallbladder as we move the inner and outer lines of our legs. So a few circles like that, and then drawing those circles the opposite way, just a few times. You can go as small or big as it feels appropriate. A few times. And then as you return to center, just flex and point your feet a few times. And you can also play creating some circles with your feet, flexing and pointing the toes. Perhaps you hear some popping or some sounds coming from the joints. Notice again, without judgment, Move a little bit there, and if you want, you rock again from side to side. And then we'll place both feet down on the mat, and we're going to place the feet as wide as your mat. So we start opening a little bit more. From here, we are going to inhale and send the arms overhead. Keep the arms lengthening towards the back of your room or over the head as far as you can for a moment. Deep inhalation here. And with the exhale, let both knees drop to your left. And stay there for a moment, just trying to lengthen your right arm a little further up and back as both knees are dropped to the left, okay? Option here, if this is okay in your body, because we are already twisting, to add the left foot on top of your right knee and create a gentle pressure of that left foot on top of the knee to bring the knee a little further down. That will intensify the twist, okay? So then from there, we're going to keep extending the arms up and back, and mostly the right one, if you can, without worrying if the shoulders are plugged in or not. So you can let the shoulders go up and away from your head. One breath here. Exhale. Let the left foot come back to the edge of your mat. Bring both knees back to the center, and we'll switch to the second side. Feet are wide. We draw both knees towards the right this time. And again, we are going to extend through the arms, creating a stretch here and a deeper twist. Right foot option to put it on top of your left knee and drag that knee very gently a little deeper towards the floor. Okay, left arm lengthens up and away from your body. Inhale here through your nose. And exhale. One more breath, long, smooth, flowing through the spine. Then take the right foot down, lifting both knees towards the vertical. We return to center. Good, I'm going to add a second version of this. We are going to again let both knees drop to the left. This time, instead of putting my left foot on top of the right knee, I'm going to put the foot on top of my right thigh. So what I'm doing is to use the sole of my left foot on top of the thigh, and it's a little bit, it feels a little bit like the tree pose. So imagine you're putting that left foot into the tree pose, and from there I'm going to press gently into my right thigh and push it down towards the knee. Okay, so I'm creating this action of pressing the foot back towards the bone and down towards the knee. And it's again a gentle movement, okay? I'm not pushing extremely hard. And again, I'm going to try and extend through the arms, mainly the right arm. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. For one more, inhale. And with the exhale, release the left foot, bring both knees back up to the neutral, and we go to the last side. Both knees dropping to the right. When you're ready, right foot on top of your left thigh like the tree pose. So it's the sole of the foot on top of the left thigh, pressing it gently back towards the bone and down towards your knee. And then from there, extending the arms as far as you can go. Deep inhalation here. Exhale. Notice if you are tensing any area that may not need to be tense or holding, right, or held. So just using that pressure of the sole of the foot into the leg and the arms extending. Then we release gently that right foot down, bringing both knees back to the neutral. Good. From here, extend both legs towards the head of your mat. Extending the arms again. With your right hand, catch the left wrist or forearm. Make a fist with your left hand and create a few circles with that wrist. So I'm just drawing circles, if you can see, with my hand. And this fist is going one way a few times and then the opposite way. I'm still lengthening through the heels, activating the legs there, trying to make my thigh bones heavy. Good. Then I'm going to switch sides, bringing the right hand to catch below my wrist, extending that right arm. I'm going to make a fist with the right hand, and then I'm creating a few circles, trying to warm up the wrist joints one way and the other. Good, and then releasing that. Beautiful. Let's bend the knees from here. And if you have your belt close by, you're going to catch it. If you don't have a belt, no worries. You can use your hands. So I'm going to show with the hands and the belt. I'm going to keep the left leg extended. And if you don't have the belt, you're going to create a basket with your hands, lacing the fingers and bringing the hands behind your right thigh. I want those hands to be in the thick part of the muscle, right? So it's not on your knee. So if you're not using a belt, like I said, hands behind, and you're going to press the right thigh onto your hands. If you do have the belt, you're going to place it on your right heel, and from there push up towards the ceiling. And my hands, if I'm using the belt, I usually try to bring them a little further down, so my elbows and my shoulders are supported. From here, I'm going to press that right heel up towards the skies, and the action is to hug the right thigh towards the back of the leg. And as I'm doing that, I'm also contracting the knee, not the bones, but yes, the skin, the flesh. I'm contracting it towards the back of the knee so I can open up that little window behind the knee as well, okay? So we inhale here, and exhale. Make a point on extending your left leg as far away from your body as you can, and making that left thigh heavy as well. Good, and then from here we'll take the second version of this posture, holding both belts with the right hand, or if you are holding with your hands, you'll just bend the knee and maybe catch your foot, or use the right hand to let that right leg open towards the right, okay? I don't have the space here, so I'm going to turn around, but what we want to do is let that right leg open by the power of your inner leg. So you want to use the inner leg to help you open up, so you're not going extremely far if the leg is not going far, and your left hand can be used as a reference on top of your left hip to keep it heavy and grounded onto the floor. I want you to try and bring your right toes towards the floor before the heel. So the leg is turned, so the toes are pointing down, and you're trying at the same time to lengthen your right sitting bone towards the head of your mat, or towards the left foot, okay? So I'm lengthening through the right glute down towards the left foot, and I'm really pushing through the right heel. This is a super good opening that activates all lots of organs in your body. One more breath. And then slowly returning with that leg. Take an inhalation here. Exhale, bend the right knee and extend the left leg next to your left. Deep breath in and release. And we'll go to the second side. Either your hands or the belt. I'm going to bend the left knee. Put the belt into the left heel, or your hands lace behind the thigh. And from there, elbows down, I'm going to push the heel up towards the skies, right leg heavy, pressing into the mat, pushing through the heel. And we contract the front muscles in the left leg to access the back of the leg as much as we can. Breathing here, chest is wide, shoulders are relaxed. Good, and then we take the second version, holding that belt onto your left hand, or using the left hand to let that left leg open up to the left. Okay, again, here I don't have the space, but you will go as far as it goes for you with that left leg, and you can keep your right hand with the supporting your right hip and reminding that right leg to stay grounded, pushing through the heel, and really using the power of your inner left leg from the groin all the way to the inner heel to open up. Again, I'm using the left toes to be pointing down towards the floor, so there is an external rotation there in the leg, and I'm sending my left sitting bone towards my right foot. One more breath. And then slowly bring that left leg back towards the neutral. Bend the left knee, take that belt out or release the hands and send the left leg next to the right one. Breathe, big breath in here. Exhale and release. Beautiful. Let's bend the knees from here, roll over to the side, and we'll come up. Good. For the next one, I'm going to sit, and I'm going to show you if you are able to sit in the Virasana shape, which means my knees are bent and my sitting bones are in between, then you'll do this one. This shape can be done perfectly fine with a pillow or one of your blankets or a block underneath the sitting bones, and then just have this shape like this, okay? If this is too much or it feels too intense, then you can cross your legs in front of you, or just let the legs stay in front of you extended, okay? From here, we are going to send the arms in front, lace the fingers, press your palms away from your chest, take an inhalation, and exhale, bringing the front ribs in, letting the sacrum move down towards your support. And in the next inhale, we'll send the arms up overhead. Press through your palms, stretch through your wrists. Send the index fingers up towards the ceiling. And then again, set your ribs to move into your body and down. Arms moving back, trying to come behind your ears. See if you can stretch the elbows so they are really, really straight up. And then exhale, release, bring the lace fingers behind the lower back, roll the shoulders back and down. Again, bring the front ribs in, lift the front spine, navel moves towards your nose, and extend the arms behind you. Deep inhale. Exhale, navel in, sacrum down. Inhaling. Exhale, release. Good. From here, I'm going to bring my arms in front, and I'm actually going to mirror you guys so we go together. So we are going to inhale and send the arms out. With the exhale, my palms are facing up. With the exhale, I'm going to just push through my wrist. You see, I'm bringing my fingertips down, okay? Extend, extend, extend through the arms as much as you can. Keep your right arm as it is, and bring the left arm up and over, and you're gonna grab the right side of your head or face, okay? And from there, we are going to gently bring the head towards the left. I'm still pushing through my right wrist as much as I can, so that right arm is active. Inhale here. This is a gentle action. I'm not cracking my neck or going super strong, okay? So gentle. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Notice the way that I'm going to come back, okay? So don't do it yet. With the same left hand, I'm going to go into the left side of the face and bring my head back to center, okay? Then I'm going to re-extend my left arm. I'm pushing through the wrist again. My fingertips are pointing down, and I'm going to switch. Right arm comes up and over, gently bringing the head towards the right. Don't push too hard. Keep pushing through the wrist. Inhale. Exhale. And then with the right hand, I'm coming to the other side and gently returning and resetting the arm out. Good, now I'm going to change this. My arms now, I'm going to turn them to face the camera. So my palms are facing forward, then they are facing down, and then I'm going to try and go towards the back. So I'm sending those palms to face the back wall as much as I can. Lace the fingers behind the lower back again. Roll the shoulders and lift through the sternum. One full inhalation here. Exhale and release. Good, shake it a little here. Let's take the support out to the side and we'll come to the tabletop, the hands and knees for 3 cat-cows. Inhaling when you're ready, arching the spine, lifting the front, shoulders down. Exhaling, we round. Again, inhale and exhale. One more. Exhale. Good, we return to the tabletop, moving the knees a few inches behind your hips, tuck your toes. Let's go up, downward facing dog. Pedal your feet several times. If you need the feet to be wide, let them be wide. Push the mat away. I usually like to dial my hands out away from each other just an inch or a few millimeters to give me extra space in the upper back and chest. Ribs in. Soften the nape of your neck. Let everything go there. Relax the head. And like we did when we were doing the shape with the belt, extending the legs, contract the knee caps up towards your thighs, hug those quads into your bones. And if you can find stillness in this down dog, stay here for a few breaths, lengthening through the inner heels towards the back of your mat. Bringing the floating ribs in, one more breath. Good, then bring your feet towards each other in the back of your mat so they are close, almost touching. And from there, we're going to lift the heels, belly and ribs in, and slowly we are going to gradually come towards the plank. And then exhaling, we return to down dog. And again, belly in, rolling slowly until we get to the plank. When we get to the plank, we firm the shoulder blades, lifting everything from underneath. Exhaling back to down dog. One more, inhaling towards the plank. Firm the shoulder blades, push the mat away, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, bring the right foot forward and then take the left knee down to your mat. We are going to come up into the low lunge. Good, from here, once we are here, we are going to keep the hips firm towards your pelvis and we are going to inhale, arms up overhead, and with the exhale, we're going to take a cactus shape. Now in this cactus shape, I want you to make fists, like if you're holding 2 tennis balls, let's say, and we're going to draw the navel in and up towards the nose. We're going to stay here, hips firm, like I said. We inhale, and with the exhale, we twist to the right. Inhale, come to center. Same thing, shoulder blades towards each other and down. Exhale to the right. Again, inhale, exhale. We have 2 more. Inhale, firm your hips in. Exhale. Last one. Back to center, inhale. Exhale, put your hands down. Lift the left knee. Open that left hand a little further out to the left side of your mat. Draw the navel in, we twist to the right, rolling the shoulder blades down, lean back a little, And make your right hip move back towards the left foot. Breathing in, breathing out. Release the right hand down. Let's go back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, we come to the plank. Exhaling, use your knees if you need to come down first through the knees and the chest and the chin. Inhaling, we take a cobra pose. Stay here for a moment, press through the tops of the feet, lift the abdomen, squeeze your glutes, bring the chin to the left, then back to center, chin to the right, back to center, exhale, tuck your toes, we go to a tabletop, and from there up to downward facing dog. Deep breath in, let it all go. Second side, left leg goes up and back, left foot comes forward, right knee comes down. When you're ready, we come up, low lunge. Good, in this one I'm trying to keep the hips firm into the center of the pelvis, sacrum long and lifting through the front. Okay, so from the pelvic floor, zip everything up. Okay, let's inhale, arms up. Exhale, grab those imaginary tennis balls and bring the arms to the cactus shape. Beautiful, from here, keep lifting the front into your body. Inhale, exhale to the left. Inhale, exhale. 3 more. Inhale, shoulder blades down. Exhale. Inhale. Release. Last one. Nice. Back to center. Exhale, hands framing the front foot. Right hand to the right side of the mat. Lift the right knee, unless you prefer to keep it low today. Firm the left hip towards the back foot. And let's twist to the right, leaning back a little, opening the heart to acceptance. Being with what is without resisting. A reminder that resisting is a form of clinging, clinging to suffering. Last breath. Releasing the left hand down, left leg back, downward facing dog. Inhaling to plank. Exhale, come down the way it feels natural for you. Inhaling, cobra pose. Lift through the navel. Exhale. Tucking the toes. We go up, downward facing dog. Deep breath in here. Exhale. One more of those. Then bend the knees, gaze forward, take a deep, long step forward, and then coming all the way to the top of the mat, drop the torso on top of your legs, bend the knees if you need, hold opposite elbows, and stay here for a moment. Relaxing the neck and the head. Draw the lower belly in so you can drop that trunk over the legs a little more. Good, release the arms. Pressing through your feet. Keep the spine round and use your core to help you come up one vertebra at a time. Slowly. Your head should be the last thing to come up. Good, up to standing. Excellent, from here, we are going to inhale, arms up overhead. Catch your right forearm with your left hand. Pull the air, bring the ribs in, and let's tilt towards the left, opening up the right side. Belly and chest up to the ceiling. Good. Inhaling, we return. Exhale, release the arms. We'll go up again. Inhaling, arms overhead. Right hand catches left forearm. Pull, pull, pull. Get tall. Press through the feet. Inner legs active. We go to the other side. Good. Inhaling back up. Exhale, release. Beautiful. From the top of the mat, we go again. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, we fold. Inhaling, lengthening halfway. Lift your ribs in. Exhale to downward facing dog. Good. Inhaling, right leg goes up and back. Exhale, right foot comes forward. Left heel is going to turn in and down. And from there, if you need to widen your feet so they are not on the same line, right, like a tight rope, just widen the right foot a little further out. Press through both feet. Draw the belly in, lengthen the spine, and send your right hip back towards the back of your mat. From there, we press into a lift, warrior one. Lift through the front, draw the navel up, and we're going to take a variation of this shape, lengthening the sides. We'll send both arms out to the sides. So if you have the space there, open the arms out, extend through the fingertips. Keep pressing into the back foot, lift the inner arch. Good, then we inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands down, back to plank. Lower through chaturanga. Inhaling through the cobra or up dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Good, second side, inhaling the left leg up and back. Left foot comes forward. Right heel turns in and down, bending the front knee. Left hip moves back towards the back of your mat or towards your back foot. Lengthen through the spine. Draw the navel up. Let's come up, warrior one. Good. See if you can bend that front knee a little deeper. Draw the left sitting bone down. Firm the hips in. Lengthen the sides. And then open the arms to the sides again. So you extend through the fingertips. Drawing the navel up towards the chest. See if you can hug the shoulder blades towards each other there and down. Good. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, plank pose. Inhaling in plank. Lift the thighs up. Exhale, lower. Inhaling, cobra. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Big inhale. Exhale, bring your knees down. Let's take a child's pose. Draw the sitting bones towards the heels. Let the forehead rest. And we'll take a moment here to reset the breath, to return. Noticing your body. As we pause, a chance to reconnect with the sensations. The practice of bringing awareness, recognizing what I may be resisting. Perhaps it's an ailment in the body, maybe a situation that I'm trying to resist, and that becomes really heavy to carry. So the opportunity to use the tools you have. Awareness, compassion, kindness, acceptance, to be able to act accordingly. We are not giving up or giving in. The active practice of releasing from clinging. One more breath. Good, and then from the child's pose, we will all slowly come up, right, to the seat. And I'm going to have a block close by to use it for the next set of postures that we are going to do. Not yet, but soon I'm going to use it. So we are going to kneel on our knees. If you need one of your blankets or support underneath, please put it. And the first thing that I'm going to do is to keep my left knee where it is. The shin is also grounded, and I'm going to send my right leg out to the side. My toes are pointing forward, and I'm trying to keep both my hips in the same plane, okay? Once I'm pressing into that right foot, I'm going to activate the inner leg, so I want the inseam of that right leg to really hug into the bones, and squeeze the glutes towards each other, sending the sacrum down. Beautiful. This is part one. Inhaling, arms up overhead. And exhale, press the palms up towards the skies, lengthening both sides of your body. For another breath. Good, then slowly release and let your right hand rest onto your right thigh. Keep that leg active, okay? So it's not drippy or droopy or sleeping. I'm really pushing through the outer edge of that foot, okay? Now the opposite arm, the left one, I'm going to make it into a cactus shape like we did before. And we are going to keep it like this to slide, okay, a few times. So I'm going to show you. We are going to inhale where we are. And with the exhale, sliding and bringing that left side over to the right. And then again, inhale, come back. Good. Exhale, slide. Inhale, come back. Belly and chest, they stay facing up towards the skies. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Glutes are squeezing in and towards the front of your body. Last one. Stay there this time. Roll the shoulders back. Send the right side of your belly and ribs towards the skies on the left. And extend that left arm over the head if you can. Big breath in here. Big breath out. One more. And then inhale, coming back up. Exhale that left arm down. Before we switch sides, I'm going to bring again my arms up overhead, lacing the fingers. I'm going to put my hands behind the skull this time. Beautiful. I'm going to lean the head back into my hands, opening the elbows a little. And this time we are going to add thoracic opening. So I'm going to inhale where I am. Glutes are squeezed in, sacrum long, and lift the sides, okay? With the exhale, I'm just going to twist towards my extended leg. I'm not folding the torso. Back to center, inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale, head into the hands. Exhale. Don't let the glutes go back or spread out. Squeeze them in. Last one. Back to center and release. Good. Before we switch the leg, now I'm going to bring the left hand down towards the floor, towards the mat. It's a little bit in a diagonal, so it's not exactly under my shoulder, a little bit further out. And from there, two options. One is to stay here, squeeze the glutes, open up through the sides, send the right arm up and over the head. And second option, lifting that right leg up, parallel to the floor, keep squeezing the glutes, lengthening the front spine. One more breath. Then slowly releasing that leg and pushing back up to standing or sitting halfway up. Good. Let's bring that left knee in, right knee in. Take a deep breath. and then let's switch sides. Now we're going to do the whole sequence on the other side, okay? So now I'm going to again squeeze through the glutes and extending through that left leg, pressing through the outer edge of the foot and trying to lift from the bottom of the pelvic floor. Zip up like a zipper all the way to your nose, okay? Inhaling, arms up. Good, lace the fingers, press the palms up towards the skies first. Lengthen, ribs in, sacrum long. Exhale, release. Nice. Now I'm going to keep that left hand onto the left thigh. Remember, we are lifting through the inseam of that leg and the right arm, cactus shape. Okay, good. From here, inhale, keep squeezing through the glutes. Exhale, we come over that left leg. Inhale. Good. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Good. Once you get there, now we stay for a little. Extend that right arm over the head. Again, send those glutes towards each other, sacrum long. And now bring the left side of your ribs and belly and chest up towards the skies. Keep pushing into the outer edge of that left foot. Good. Inhaling, we come up. And exhale, release. Nice. Second part. Now we make both arms into the cactus shape. First, lace the fingers. Bring the hands behind the scalp. Good. Now press the head gently into the hands so you can open the elbows and send the shoulder blades down. Good. There's a little bit of a squeeze there through the blades into the back of the heart. Good. Now I still keep my left leg super active. Glutes in. Now we are going to twist. Inhale. Exhale to the left. Inhale. Firm the hips. Exhale. 3 more. Last one. Back to center. Release when you're ready. Now the left hand will go to the mat a little bit into a diagonal, out to the side. Good. You can stay here if you want. You keep pressing that left foot onto the mat. Squeeze the glutes again. Widen the pelvis. Lift the chest up to the ceiling. Left arm up and over. Right shoulder blade is moving behind your chest. So send that shoulder back. An option here to lift that left leg and push through the heel. Inseam of that leg is really lifting up. Glute squeeze, lengthen through the sacrum. 1 more breath. Then slowly release, push the mat. Yay, and we come back. Beautiful. Bring that left knee in, sit back for a moment on your heels. If you need the support, add it there. Good. And now, again, I'm going to mirror you. Right hand behind you. Inhale your left arm up. Exhale, bring that left hand to the right knee or thigh. Lift up through the spine. Belly and chest towards the right. Relax the shoulders. Big breath in. Long, steady breath out. 1 more. Good. Then slowly return. Let's switch sides. Left hand behind. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, we come to the opposite side. Use that hand into the thigh or the knee. Lift up through the spine. Belly, chest towards the back of your room. Relaxing the shoulder blades. 2 breaths. Good, then we slowly return towards the center. Okay, so now I'm going to do one posture that is really active and very beneficial into the body, but I'm going to give a few options. If you're not going to do what I'm going to show, you're going to use one of your blocks or pillows under the pelvis to send your legs up, like when we send the legs up the wall, or you can do it at a wall. The idea for today is to try and practice something a little new if you haven't done this before, and you will need 2 blankets, okay? So if you have 2 pieces of support that are more or less similar, you're going to put them one on top of the other, and you want to make sure that they are more or less stacked in the same way. Before I'm doing this whole shape, what I'm going to do is to find a wall, because you will need some support. It can be a couch also, or a table, and I'm going to measure the length of my legs from the wall more or less towards my heels. So I'm going to move this a little, and then once I get there, I'm going to actually sit in front of that blanket, and I'm going to come with the edge of my shoulders into the edge of that blanket. So first I'm going to lie down. I have support there, so my neck has space, and my shoulders are supported right at the edge, and my head is out of the blanket, okay? So this is the idea. Then I will need a little bit of core to swing myself up so I can touch the wall with my feet, okay? I'm gonna show you this. Remember, if this is not for you today, legs up the wall or a block under the pelvis, okay? From here, I'm swinging and seeing if I can go and touch my wall, and then I'm walking my shoulder blades in, and I'm using my hands to hold myself, okay? This is it. I'm not going to do much more. What I want us to do is from here, lift the hips, and you support yourself to lift the hips up and try and create the support through the wall. My legs are a little too far from the wall, so I should come a little closer, but still, I want you to try and lift the sides, and from there, press into the wall. 3 breaths, if you can go with these. Lifting the back ribs into the front of your chest. And then slowly bending the knees here into the ears, and with your core returning towards your mat. Stay there for a full breath. Relaxing here the upper back into your support. Good. And then slowly rolling onto one side, pushing with your hands so you can come up and you can move those blankets or the support out. If you had the legs up the wall, slowly bend the knees, bring them down, and release that support. From there, we're going to come onto our backs for a moment, hugging both knees into the chest, swinging from side to side. Good. Soles of your feet together, knees wide. Let them rest. Right hand to the belly, left hand to your heart center or the solar plexus. Just take a few breaths. Releasing the way down. Then slowly bringing with your hands both knees towards each other, extending the legs towards the top of the mat, bringing the arms alongside the trunk, and shake a little bit through the legs, windshield wiper the legs, move them a little bit from side to side, and make sure you are slowly starting to release your whole body to prepare for Shavasana, okay? So if you need to adjust that or add any extra props for the resting posture, please do so. If you're ready to start your rest, come slowly to the rest.